was gonna ask too. You becoming a YouTuber and being a street dude, do you see a lot of flack from that? And what do you say to the critics?
Well, okay, like I was saying, you got YouTube politics and you got street politics. I don't really consider myself in the streets like that anymore. Like I say, I live way in Alabama. So I can't really say I'm in the streets like that. You know what I'm saying? For me to be in the streets like that, I'd have to be in South Central A on the front line.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And getting it up with my homies. So
That's all in the past, basically.
yes, kind of in the past. You got to be mindful of what you say, how you say it, and when you say it. Some stuff you can talk about, some stuff you can't.
Right.
You know, but as far as me being a YouTuber, like my homeboys support me. Some dudes' homeboys don't support them. Some dudes' homeboys hate on them and like, you know what I'm saying? It'd be jealousy because, you know, they got a homie that's coming up in the YouTube world and they want to and they can't. But
Right.
you know, I've had nothing but you know, good stuff for me. But I also watch what I say. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna put none of my homeboys on YouTube in a bad position to where they got us like, dang, Toon, man, what you doing? You know what I'm saying? None of that. So like I say, I understand the assignment.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. How come you don't cuss?
Oh man, shoot, man. I believe I don't need to. You know, once you elevate to a certain point of intelligence, I figure I get my point across without using no caveman words.
Okay.
But what initially started it when I started going to prison in California, back when I first started going to prison, the N word, when you come through the door, they go, hey, look, homie, we gonna get rid of that. And once you get rid of that, they will start working on that bitch word. And you know, a lot of people say, well, why you couldn't say B? Okay, because 9 times out of 10, you know, if you use the B word, you direct it toward a black woman. Like I say, you know what I'm saying? Prison teach you how to be pro-black. It teach you how not to talk about your sisters like that. So once I stopped using the N word and start using the B word, I'm like, shit, I might as well stop cussing, period. I don't need it. And so what I did, I ain't gonna lie, one day I asked God, I say, hey, God, look, I don't want to cuss no more. Take it away. And within 3 days, I stopped cussing. And that over 30 years ago.
That's real. I respect that. That's unique. You don't really hear that. How did you end up coming home from a life sentence?
I made parole. After I did the 15, I started going on parole. I missed it. You know, a couple of years later, I go for parole again. I miss it. I went up for parole 5 times before I made it. So I made it on the 5th time.
What's the process of going up for parole?
In Alabama?
Yeah.
Just going up, like say like if they give you parole, like after you say like they give you 15 to life. Once your 15 is done, you'll get a parole date from the parole board. You'll get a letter in the mail saying, okay, you go up on parole on such and such date at such and such time. You don't go, and like California do, you don't go, but if you got family or friends, they can go to your parole hearing and speak up for you. The parole board is gonna look at your file, look at what you've been doing, look at what you got going on, and they gonna say yay or nay. 9 times out of 10, they gonna say nay.
Okay. That makes sense.